Yeah, I heard word around town, it's a poppin' off.
Yeah, what is up, everybody? It's the King Hitman here, and we've got another one for you, man. I am excited to talk about the the LR Physical Resurrection F Golden Frieza that's on the way to JP. He is AGL. Now, with that being said, I do think he is an exceptional unit. Like, I try to hop into these blind for you guys, but it took me about an hour and a half before I'm able to record this, and I'll only be able to upload it later. I read over his details already. He's crazy, but we're gonna talk about him because I love giving my thoughts on this stuff. So with that being said, AGL Golden Frieza, the Emperor's new power, leader skill, resurrected warriors, or planetary destruction category gets 4 key 150%. Now I know we're normalizing 150 not being relevant, and I completely understand why. Like, I do think he should give, just if you want to find a middle ground, right? Like, they don't want to make him a dual leader skill, but they also don't want to like do it so that they give him the 170 to both of those teams. Take one of the teams and make that his leader skill, and just make it 3 key 170. Or if you're really, it should still be 4 key 170. But if you're really scared, like, that's your middle ground. Just dedicate it to one team, just like we used to at the beginning of the category era. But whatever, man. If that's their thing, that's their thing. It just, you release LRs that everybody is scared to use as their friendly, because we know, like, not only is it teams that aren't that right, but they're also not a full 170, and that's the bare minimum since the 7-year anniversary, it feels like. So now, with that being said, he's AGL. Super attacks, his 12 key raises attack for 1 turn, colossal, and lowers attack and defense, which we love that. We love when 12 keys lower attack, right? So that's very good. Well, this time I'll be sure to utterly destroy you. That sounds like Frieza. His 18 key, the Golden Death Blaster, raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes Mega Colossus to the damage to the enemy. Now, there's like benefits and losses, like there's pros and cons to the way the 12 and 18 are. Now the 12 key in Super Battle Road, you get that 12 key, you lower enemies attack, that's mad useful, right? And while part of me wants it to be on his 18 key and then swap it with his 12 key, that way he raises attack and defense on his 12 key super attack, I'm just gonna, because additionals and stuff like that, I'm just gonna say, you know what, I like the way he's built. Like, I have no complaints. This is almost ideal. Like, this is as close you could get while having both. I have no complaints. I wouldn't fix his super attack effects. It's not like Super 17, right? Where that guy, I don't know what they were thinking with his super attack effects. They didn't do anything to him. Now, his passive skill, the Force of a New Form. He plays an entrance animation, which looks really good to me. I think his 12 and 18 key and his active skill, he has a very good kit. Aesthetically, I don't have any problem. I think it's beautiful, like, really I do. And I was expecting it to be poor because I don't like the into Goku's the Resurrection F1. I don't like his kit too much, like his animation. But his passive skill plays the entrance animation upon the first turn, attacking, and reduces damage received by 90%. He is automatically, with 50% defense, he is automatically the best turn 1 defensive unit in the game. Like, the only unit that's somewhat close is MUI into Goku if he were to transform on turn 1 of, say, like a Super Battle Road run, because 90% damage reduction with it, we'll get to the rest of his passive, and at the start of every turn he will lose 10% of that damage reduction all the way to down to 30%. It caps out at 60%, so it'll go from 90% mitigation to 30% mitigation every single turn. Now here's the thing, I don't really think that's that big of an issue because he does get more defense upon, like, so I guess I'm trying to do multiple things at once. This is what happens when I know his passive in advance. Frieza, at the very start of the turn, he will give himself 5 key and attack and defense 100%. We love that he gives himself the 5 key. We won't have to worry about him missing a super. He will also gain an additional 100% attack and defense and perform an additional super attack when HP is 50% or above. Frieza will also gain an additional 2 key and 50% for the rest of the fight once he has performed 5 or more super attacks. So that's what I was going to say earlier. He compensates for the loss of mitigation by slowly building towards this additional defense, and the fact that he's doing additional attacks, like he's lowering attack and defense in SBR. His 18 key makes him better defensively for the red zone, even though by the time his passive were to really gas out, you'd be at like 50% damage reduction. He'd probably have his defensive procs, and like you'd be towards the end of the fight. Like it really, I don't see how the red zone is going to be an issue for this guy at all. I don't. The fight would have to go like 13, 14 turns before you're like, okay, Frieza's lost all of his damage reduction. Like at that point, right? But he seems fine. And then Frieza will also give himself an additional 2 key and 50% attack for the rest of the fight once he's been hit 5 or more times. I don't see an issue with this guy. Like his numbers might not be uber crazy offensively because he's not like super effective against all types or guaranteed critting, right? Like I can get offense, but defensively, like being a two-way card, he's a top 5 unit. I don't, what do you complain about? Like what do you complain about? Super Battle Road, he is dead untouchable. Red Zone turn 1, he's dead untouchable. The entire SBR fight, he's untouchable. You will not break down his passive before like a Super Battle Road fight is over. Red Zone, he's untouchable for at least the first like 6 turns, right? I mean, we'll see as we use him more and more. Private server showcase on the way, by the way. This is my first one. I'm hype about that. But no, seriously, I don't see a problem with him. Like, I just don't. And I love that he's anime accurate, like, you know, narrative accurate. He breaks down over the course of the fight. That's his original issue with the Golden Frieza form, and they kind of stayed true to that, right? That's dope. I didn't. Wow, whatever, man. I'm on my hot spot, man. But his categories, he's on all the typical Frieza categories, right? He's not on Space Traveling Warriors, which really pisses me off because the first thing he did when he unlocked Golden Frieza was come running over through space to come fight with Goku as 2 warriors. Like, two combatants, bro. Like, 2 rival. I don't know. I'd say Vegeta is obviously Goku's rival. But it's like, bro, I don't get it. It's very weird that he's not on that category, and he would benefit so much from being on it. Now, I'm hearing from Truth, who, hey, man, he uses these cards more than any of us, right? Truth keeps saying that Golden Frieza is going to work better with the Resurrection F blues because Fierce Battle, Super God Combat, and Resurrection F are going to be the main links with these guys. He links better with them than he would on, say, like a Captain Ginyu team. So him and Ginyu, I believe, would only share Fierce Battle because Frieza's link set is Universe's Most Malevolent, Strongest Clan in Space. I'm trying to make sure I have it memorized correctly. Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Oh, I don't have it memorized. That's sick. I could have sworn I had it in my head. Oh, Super God Combat, Resurrection F. He does not have Revival or Shocking Speed. I hope I didn't. What link am I forgetting? Oh, man, I feel like a dick. But yeah, we have... I can't remember, bro. I feel bad. But yeah, we have the 3 sub-EZAs for the blue Vegetas. I'm hype about these guys, but they kind of let me down. Like, the AGL one definitely seems to be the best because I've seen his stats. His stats are definitely peaking the highest when he's under his best conditions. But let's show off what these guys do. Leader skills are relevant, why are y'all scared to give them 100%? I feel like that would be good in certain areas, like, you know, Stream Z areas or anywhere like that. You could maybe use them in the future. That would be helpful, but whatever. Super attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn, supreme damage, and I'm surprised they added this effect, but he lowers attack. I personally would have preferred if he raised attack and defense by 50% for 3 turns. Felt like for his character, like the unit that he was before, that would have been very fitting for him, but it's fine. Passive skill, next level of Saiyan power, attack and defense 130% when super attacking. He gets an additional 15% attack and defense per master evolution category ally on the team. He will get 3 key and high chance of performing a critical hit if everybody in that turn is mastered evolution. It's very nice. That's very nice. He's a very simple and very nice unit. It feels like I'm looking at it, like when I look at these guys' passives, I'm just gonna pull up the other ones. I'll let you guys read it off while I talk about how I feel. These guys, it seems like they were made in the same batch as the AGL Resurrection Blue Goku and the Tech one. Now the Tech one, the Blue Goku is trash. Like he's terrible. But I look at this physical Vegeta, and he looks like the middle ground between the two of them. The way he gives the typing attack 20% and then the crit chance based on having everybody in that turn be Fizz, and he's Rainbow Warp Channel. Like, we hated that he changed from Rainbow to physical. I don't hate it as much as most people, but people do seem to hate it. But yeah, it's like he's clearly better than that Tech Goku, right? But he's definitely the worst out of these three guys, and it seems like they made him during that era, and then they threw the extra 120% attack and defense in his kit just to make sure he was a bit better offensive, defensive. So I don't like him. I don't like this guy, and I knew he was gonna be the worst. I just knew he was gonna be the worst, and I was damn right, and that really pisses me off. That sucks for him. Now you can make use of his stun in SBR. He is of course a Vegeta unit, so he's on crazy stupid categories. His link set is fine, like for the fact that we're getting hella Resurrection F content, his link set is whatever, right? This guy is good. I don't think he's the best one. Like I said, I think it's the AGL one. However, him giving 30% defense to the allies is very, like, because you can use him in so many different places, it will be notable. Like, you'll be like, oh yeah, I can use this guy as a pseudo support unit. So I do like that for him. Now you kind of, it's like, it's weird, man. How do I phrase this? So you can use him on multiple teams, but a lot of his teams you want to be Realm of God centric, right? Like movie heroes, you want the LR Super Saiyan Blues to lead that. Like that's what you want. For Realm of Gods, obviously the Resurrection F Blues, right? Like Pure Saiyan, you want that to be led by AGL Evolution Blue Vegeta, and etc, etc. You get what I'm saying? You want those variations of those teams to be Realm of Gods teams. That way you can make advantage or make use out of his defense and crit chance buff. But he's good. He's just not like crazy. Like I don't get why they held back. If they all have the same name, bro. Like you can't make them all mundane. Not only do they all have the exact same name, they have the exact same name as AGL Blue Vegeta. So it's like, I'm not saying they had to be better than him. They couldn't. There was no reason they couldn't make him better than AGL Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Like Royal Blue Vegeta is a top 3 TUR. It's him. I hope I don't forget somebody. It's him. Damn it, I already forgot. Him, Future Gohan, and I forget. I want to say not Tech Gogeta, man. Damn it, I forgot who the okay, but the 2 of the 3 or 4 best TURs are AGL Royal Blue and Physical Future Gohan. I will not hear any other discussion. I can't believe it's slipping me tonight, man. Or I guess in the morning. I just remembered it's the morning. That's how I know I've been up all night. All right, this is the problem right here. But yeah, for sure, this guy, you could have made each of these guys better. And I'm giving bland thoughts now, so I'm just gonna end the video here. I'm a broken record. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am going to do private server showcases on all of these guys. I'm hype about that once the data download hits. Y'all know what I'm on, man. It's Young Hitman. We out, man. We out. Wow, the Golden Frieza is a top 5 LR, but these guys let me down. At least the AGL one is the best, because he was always my favorite. That guy's art is so cold. The boot to your noggin is crazy.